Let's just jump straight into this explainer today, because we're asking you to completely rethink the actual foundation of your daily motivation and energy. The source material we're digging into covers this fascinating, ancient concept, the forgotten science of life force mastery. We're literally looking at how we use our most fundamental biological energy.
So what if the greatest thing you possess is the exact thing you're spending without even realizing it? We kind of have to confront a really hard truth here about why so many of us feel like we're constantly running on empty. You know, we usually think we need to get more to feel energetic or purposeful, but the text actually suggests our core issue isn't a lack of drive or confidence or even a lack of purpose.
What if your problem is simply that your energy is totally scattered? Think about it. Society actually profits from a distracted mind. A distracted mind is, well, incredibly easy to control. So today, we're going to break down the mechanics behind all of this, how we can finally stop leaking our vital essence, and how to start taking our power back for real. Section 1. The epidemic of exhaustion and the illusion of freedom. Just look around at the modern trap we're in. Endless notifications, short videos, infinite digital distractions. Human attention has literally become the most valuable resource in the entire world, and absolutely everyone is aggressively competing for it. And the result of all this constant consumption? We're left physically awake, sure, but spiritually fragmented. The soul just can't hear itself over all this constant noise. Society sells us this massive lie, right? That true freedom is doing whatever you want whenever the impulse strikes. But honestly, saying yes to every single impulse and being conquered by your own mind, that's just an illusion of freedom. True freedom, at least according to the ancient wisdom we're looking at, is self-mastery and inner alignment. I mean, if you literally cannot stop yourself, are you actually free? This hits the nail on the head regarding what the Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius understood centuries ago. He ruled a literal empire, yet he realized a much deeper truth. The greatest victory isn't dominating the world, or conquering others, or just acquiring endless stuff. The absolute ultimate victory is governing and dominating yourself.
And honestly, this is exactly why so many people possess absolutely everything, yet still feel completely empty inside. They confuse stimulation, fleeting pleasure, momentary excitement, external validation, with actual happiness, which is deeply rooted in peace, fulfillment, and self-respect. Pleasure comes and goes, excitement rises and falls, but fulfillment, that endures.
All right, moving on to Section 2, the ancient mechanics, the 3 treasures. The first treasure here is called Jing. Think of this as your biological battery, and it's stored primarily in your reproductive system. When we talk about ancient practices like semen retention, what the sources are really getting at is preserving this Jing. It's all about keeping that battery charged up instead of just constantly, unconsciously draining it. But here's the thing, just preserving the battery isn't enough on its own, and that brings us to the second treasure, which is Qi. Qi is your vital energy and life force. It basically acts as this energetic bridge flowing directly between your physical body and your mind. Through intentional practices like deep breathing and movement, that raw, stored biological power of Jing actually becomes active, circulating Qi. And ultimately, the goal is to reach the third and highest treasure, Shen. Shen is your spirit, your consciousness, and your unbreakable focus, which resides in the heart and mind. When your Shen is strong, man, you get that laser-like clarity and absolute presence we're all desperately chasing in our daily work and our relationships. So here is the foundational secret. It isn't just about keeping the Jing. The real magic happens in the transmutation, moving it up the ladder from Jing to Qi and finally up into Shen. This is where most guys totally fail, according to the text. They preserve the physical energy, but because they don't direct it anywhere, it just turns into restless agitation and tension. They miss the completely crucial step of transmuting it up the ladder into mental fuel. Which brings us to Section 3, how to transmute energy, physiology meets intention. Think about desire as just raw energy. Stagnant, undirected energy is like a fire that burns your house down, or murky water just sitting stagnant in a pond. But directed energy? Now that's a fire that warms your home,
Or think of your brain as a giant turbine, just waiting to generate electricity from moving water. The energy itself isn't the problem at all. The direction of the energy is.
So when you feel that familiar surge of energy, here's the actual mechanism. Inhale deeply, pull that warm energy from your lower abdomen, an area known as the Dan-10, right up your spine, and let it settle in your head. By using your breath and your clear intention like this, you are quite literally feeding your brain with your life force to lift the mental fog. You're actively turning that turbine.
There's a really profound difference between suppression and transmutation. Suppression is basically just holding your breath underwater. Eventually, the pressure is going to build and you're going to burst. But transmutation, that's learning how to breathe underwater. We aren't hiding from our core biological nature or hating pleasure. We're adapting to it, guiding it, and actually mastering it.
These 3 daily steps make up the absolute core of the transmutation protocol. Step 1, the morning anchor. Wake up, breathe, and visualize your energy rising before you even think about touching your phone. Step 2, use the urge as a signal. When you feel a distraction or a sudden urge, don't fight it. Acknowledge the raw power, stand up, and take 10 deep breaths to pull the energy up. And step 3, creative output. Direct that newly channeled flow straight into building, writing, or solving a hard problem. That energy has to go somewhere. Now, you might stumble along the way, but remember, relapsing is not failure, it's growth. A sword doesn't get sharp without fire, and a diamond isn't formed without immense pressure. Falling down is just part of the whole journey. This path is about cultivating deep awareness, not about achieving flawless perfection on day 1. Over time, as you consistently direct your energy inward rather than leaking it out unconsciously, some really incredible transformations start to show up in your daily life. We're talking improved focus and memory, deepened creativity, stabilized emotions, and way healthier relationships. You'll even find that silence becomes beautiful rather than terrifying. Ultimately, as the source states, life itself becomes truly alive, not because the world changed, but because you did. Let's jump to our final part, Section 4, True Wealth is Energy. The true currencies of a meaningful life are energy, attention, discipline, and time. Money alone is definitely not true wealth. The sources make this highly compelling argument. Without energy, focus, and consistency, you simply cannot build, create, or grow anything of lasting value, no matter how much external wealth you might possess. It's exactly like a farmer who constantly eats his own seeds. He obviously can't expect a harvest, right? We are constantly dissipating our energy on infinite distractions, short videos, and fleeting pleasures. And then we sit back wondering why our long-term dreams are completely unrealized. We're literally eating the very seeds of our own potential. Always remember, greatness is rarely built through intensity. It is built through consistency. Small, intentional actions like breathing your energy up and focusing on creation, repeated daily over years, that's how mountains are moved. That's how souls are actually transformed. It's the daily stewardship of your life force that yields the real harvest. So, I'm going to leave you with this provocative thought to ponder today. Are you simply trying to suppress your desires by holding your breath underwater, or are you ready to transmute your essence and become truly alive? Think about that internal turbine. Think about the incredible power of your own attention. How are you going to direct your raw biological energy tomorrow morning?